Everybody's got a secretary report, treasurer's report, I guess. Yeah, let's go with the treasurer's report first. It's virtually unchanged from last week, or last month, other than
Treasures?
Yeah.
questions, comments there.
I move to be approved.
Any support?
Second.
Discussion? Anybody?
Did we last month give some money for the breakfast on the farm?
Yes. And that did get sent out, didn't it? Okay. Yes. That did get taken.
Okay.
Where is it? Is that the $500?
Miscellaneous?
Miscellaneous?
No, thank you.
Okay, so yeah, that 500 was listed on miscellaneous, so. So we've got support, no discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion carried. Everybody have a chance to look over the meeting minutes from April 20th.
If there are no corrections or deletions, I would move the minutes be approved as printed.
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
All against the same? Motion carried, okay. Committee reports. I guess I'll talk a little bit about, and I haven't had a chance to do any solicitation funding work myself at all. Work schedule's been rather busy. I think everybody's got the letters now. I see this letter here is still our old letter. Everybody should have had the new letter sent to them, the new list of potential prospects should be sent to us, and contact information of all the committee members and emails and telephone numbers. We should have had everybody should have had that sent to them. It's just, Jeff, that's still the old letter.
I know, it's still the old, yes.
So,
Was there ever one of these that you signed? The one I had was Randy's signature and then they changed it.
I don't know if I actually have one of my signature on it.
And I didn't have it.
I can't recall if the new one has it on there. Well, you could maybe take care of that today.
Actually, I just sign one and have her
Yeah.
email out.
Or you just input your signature in the computer,
Oh, okay.
and she can paste it and send it out.
Okay. Has anybody had any luck or done any bird dogging? Any other committee reports? We'll talk about it.
I don't have any report on when unless someone has a question.
If not, we'll move on to old business. Does anybody have anything in old business they want to talk about? Just got the makings of a quick meeting.
I have a question. Garton was here a few months ago and talked about some sort of meeting or something we're going to have in the future in regards to processing and so on and so forth. And I haven't heard anything more about that. Does anyone recall what that was?
I haven't heard a thing. Randy, you haven't had any.
I guess I can contact Jim and ask him about that. They were supposed to have some folks in that had something to do with ag processing. I told him I was interested in being informed about that. So I'll just contact Jim and find out.
Anything else under old business?
Is there Randy, any more discussion on the breakfast at Tustman's Farm, June 25th or 26th?
Right, I haven't heard any more on it. Other than what Dave mentioned at one of our meetings.
They're looking for 100+ workers. They've asked me for each, but just employees are in my club, but
Okay.
so right now, feel they'll need 100+ workers to help serve.
I was told they're expecting between 3,000 and 4,000 people, is that correct?
That's what happened up to Ann Arbor. That was a lot closer, you know, a pretty good drive. The Horning Dairy Farm, they really had a
Good turn.
really good turnout.
That was, some coffee.
I did not go to it, I talked to Paul. The last time I had a conversation with him about it was at the Farm Bureau State Annual, and then we had discussion again at the open house of John Deere Day at Junction. He was down for that. And he said that they still were recovering from the effects of that, because people that were there bring someone else back, and so there's a constant flow of people coming. I guess they announced that you could come back anytime you wanted to visit the fire.
They took them up on it, huh?
So they've he said it's in the evenings, a lot of times, nice evenings that they had there. He said that there'd be right around the farm. He believes that those are people who it's not fair, you know, would pick up, you know, valuable items or something like that. I do believe that all those people, I mean, they've not noticed anything missing or anything, but turn around, you got visitors on your farm. So I don't know whether to say something to Dave and Tim.
Don't mention that offhand.
So afterwards.
Anything else under old business? Let's move on to new business. One thing, I guess, I don't know if it'd be, it's kind of old business, but it qualifies as new business. Ken, I understand we've had some Freedom of Information Act requests.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to refer to, we don't have anything published here, but there were some emails that were distributed in regards to Freedom of Information requests, and as far as I know, those have all been fulfilled. Yeah. I guess tell us, Josh, did you get what you wanted?
We're still working on it.
Okay, but it's not a problem, you know, the information that was asked for was for the most part readily available. Either Linda had it or I had it in my archives, so we were able to supply that.
Does anybody have anything under new business you want to bring up? You're so quiet down there, come on.
Birds, trees, ground, birds.
We have 2 grants that we are going to do a rollout on the day before the breakfast on the farm. We're going to do it at Bachmeyer Park in Blissfield. One of them is a nitrate reduction grant, and that is a Great Lakes grant, and then the other one is a DMP grant, and it's to reduce sedimentation, and that's also in the River Raisin, and that's a Great Lakes grant as well. So we'll do the rollout at Bachmeyer on June 24th at 1 o'clock. So we'll be sending out invitations, and we're hoping to get some legislators there.
What was the date again, Evelyn?
June 24th.
You're talking about Bachmeyer Park and the rest of that.
What was that?
That's Ellis Playground.
We're across, we're the west side of the river.
Okay, the west side of the river, I believe that is Bachmeyer.
Yeah.
I wanna, I forgot that.
Yeah, I called
forgot
to
that
get
was-
the pavilion just in case it rained, so we'd have cover, so.
Oh, yeah, on big pavilion.
Yeah, the Rotary, is that the big one?
Yes.
Hopefully it's not underwater.
It's not on the water?
Underwater.
Oh,
It's been
it
known to be
wasn't
underwater.
last night. We were in Litchfield and I looked and it wasn't underwater, so
You can always put on the roof.
Yeah.
bring your waders.
Island.
I'll water
Island.
So that's what we've got going right now. Well, there's also a grant for Pheasants Forever that Lauren is doing. It's to get some acreage, high-quality acreage for habitat. And we're one of the pilot counties. It's Lenawee, Monroe, and Hillsdale. And so they're trying to get 12,000 acres, I believe, of contiguous, high-quality habitat area. At this point, she's working with Lake Hudson, but they have, their land is under farmland contract, so they don't know if they'll be able to participate as readily as if they didn't have that.
20 sections.
They really think they can compete with
Contiguous
ag land to get pheasant?
It won't all be ag land, they want to do private land.
640 in a section, isn't it?
Obviously, they
You mean residential land?
Whatever, if there's the 10-acre plots that people have had, they can maybe sign up to put it in that.
They're really trying to get landowners to partner together to create a larger wildlife corridor. So if they can get landowners to work together and have Lauren there as a consultant that would advise them on what would be the best grasses to plant and areas and how to lay it out better for them, then it can increase the wildlife, especially the pheasant populations in the area. And the goal, as Kathleen said, was to get about 1,200 acres of contiguous, all these properties combined, a total of that amount. And the possibility, if you reach that, would be that they could get a release of pheasants into the area.
1,200 or 12,000?
Oh, I'm sorry, 12,000.
12,000.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, that was my mistake.
So they'll take residential, I'll say like, right, for instance, say I'm 28 building lots.
Yes.
So you take up the whole building lot. So people would have pheasants around their house and whatever other wildlife would be, they could roam through there freely.
Sure, sure.
Right?
Right. But the thing that people have to realize is that they're going to want to be putting the plantings, so it may not work out well if they have a lot of buildings in the area. They want a more open area for them. So they do want to work it out to be as good a habitat area that they put this area into.
That's just a 1 year?
It's a 3-year grant that yes, the pilot program is for 3 years.
And there are 3 areas that are pilot areas within the state, and each of those pilot areas consists of a 3-county group. So our counties down here are one of those 3 that were picked to try and run this program to see if they could get landowners to cooperate to try and enhance the pheasant population.
I just wanted to say with the no-till corn stalks and the buffer strip and a lot of the other things we're doing, I'm just surprised to see that it hasn't done much to enhance pheasant population. The one area I noticed that I drive by quite a bit is Swindon's have, is that big blue stem, Jim?
Big blue stem, little blue stem. Some of it almost gets, some of the prairie grass almost gets too tall for pheasants.
But boy, I've seen this last year, I've seen quite a few pheasants along Rhoda-Cellar when I go.
Yeah, yeah, because they kind of hang on the road here, but there's not, sometimes they hang too much along the road.
Well,
Well, what they hope for is some of the grasses, even though they get tall, is that they hold up through winter. So when they bend over, it creates
Right.
good cover for them that can make it through the winter time. You know,
I
it'll
don't-
hold up, it won't
I
collect.
don't know
What's
how
so
much-
tough is the snow gets so deep in there in the winter.
Yes.
yeah,
Ours,
I don't know
I
whether
mean,
the
we-
coyotes are a big function of that, because I know the rabbits hang around the house too.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's funny, when I went out to Alliance, Nebraska here last week, and the one thing we saw all the way going out, all the way coming back, was turkeys. And I've seen a lot more turkeys this year around the woods, up away from the river. And, you know, I'm wondering if the coyotes don't bother the turkeys, why are the pheasants starving so?
There's a turkey's roost, John.
Pheasants don't know enough to fly a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turkeys at
Flocks.
nighttime, they hang in flocks, I think, more.
Mhm.
But yeah, turkeys are survivors.
Yeah, I know, they're smarter than their reputation, I understand that.
They can actually be pretty intimidating when it comes up to canines coming and approaching them.